Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be exploring the third largest mall and the administrative capital. But first we dropped off our laundry next to the hotel. This only cost us $1.50. All we had to do was start it. He handles the rest and we had 3 weeks worth of laundry.
So we are about to get our ticket to go to Putrajaya, which is about an hour and 20 minutes south of the city. As you can see, it costs $4.70 per person. I feel like the train system in Southeast Asia is so efficient. You don't get cards that people just throw away. You get coins, and when you exit, you put the coin back into the case so that they can recycle. Now you just gotta find this train. Ooh, you gotta watch your head. I'm not even that tall. I'm about to hit. So my tall Europeans and stuff, my basketball players, my black athletes, watch your head in Malaysia. But I think we have to go over here. Yep. It's kind of confusing. So there's a lot of different train systems. The thing with Malaysia and the train systems is some stations are connected and some stations have a bridge. What that means is that you have to walk across it. So even though we checked in on the green line, the lime green line, we still had to walk across a bridge inside the train station. So we didn't need to exit, we didn't need to pay again. But some train systems you do need to exit and pay again. So if you pay for the full journey, not realizing, you'd have to tap back out and then pay again when you get back on board. So make sure it's connecting. I'll show you what it looks like, but you have to make sure if you need to swap stations or if you can just walk without exiting. There are 12 train lines, as you can see right here. So that is a lot. It is not as simple as Bangkok where they only have 3 or 4 in the city. They have 12. So it can get pretty confusing. So please check the maps and make sure you ask if there's any construction happening. Or you'll end up like us, delayed for 2 hours. So we're actually about to go buy a bus card. It's just funny because it's our very last day. We're about to get one. We have 20 minutes to spare, so it's not like we're gonna just jump on the bus and say, no, we just have cash. We rode a bus once and he let us on because we didn't know, and he told us to go to 7-Eleven.
We did.
We went to 7-Eleven later at night to get on the bus, and they didn't have one. He said go to KK Mart, but KK Mart doesn't sell it. So good thing that there's a free bus, so you don't need to pay for it, and there's the train station, so we've been good. But because we're in a new city, we have to take this bus.
Change of plans, we decided to take an AirAsia instead for 5 RM.
Finally made it to Kalab Tasik Boat Club. No, we didn't come here to dine or to check out the club. We came here for another rarity in Malaysia. Check it out.
About to go on the double kayak that we just paid 20 RM for. McKinney, are you excited? Beautiful view. The lake's very quiet, I would say. There's life jackets and all these different options. The pink Putra mask.
We just got here about we actually got here about 45 minutes ago, but we had to wait for 3 p.m. so that we can start our hour-long journey. We just booked it for an hour. How much was it? 20 ringgit for the double kayak. The single kayak, I believe, was 15.
Woo!
What are we doing next?
We're going to the third largest mall in the whole entire world.
Yes, we're going to the third largest mall. I believe this is the largest mall in Eastern Asia. I believe Saudi Arabia has the second largest, and who has the first largest?
Iran.
Iran has the first largest mall in the world, which is actually surprising. I didn't think it would be Iran, but it is. Oh, I feel some raindrops.
Uh-oh.
It was extremely hot when we left this morning.
The clouds are
And when we got here, we're like, oh, do we want to wait hours? I was like, nah, we don't have time for that. And then when we got out here, it was cloudy. So not cloudy, the clouds are just covering the sun, which was actually great. It's not beaming, but I think it's about to start raining.
Should we go to the bridge and get cover?
Yeah, we also have our life jackets, so we can put those on if we want to.
Paddling under the bridge right now because it started raining. Not sure if you can see, but it started raining. So thankfully we have a bridge. We just finished kayaking. We literally had to wait for like maybe a few minutes gap and rushed it to avoid the rain. But look at this rain, it's crazy. Thankfully, we're dry because we have our waterproof coats.
These raincoats actually come in handy. So if you visit Thailand or Asia, especially if you're going to be there for over a week or so during the rainy season, it's good to get one of those raincoats because they just compact and go in your bag. I honestly used to put it in my little sling bag and just carry it with me because you never know when it's going to rain again. Snack break.
Woo, can't wait.
Thing finally came out. So this cat and this lizard, well, it's like a monitor lizard, just had a meetup. I've never seen that before. But let's see if it'll let me get closer. Your reptile was good. I'm just trying to talk, maybe hold you. Oh, where you going? So I know you can see the house behind me. This is actually one of the palaces of the Sultan of Selangor. I don't know if you can see the crest there. If you didn't know, Selangor is one of the 13 states in Malaysia. I believe this is one of his few palaces. But remember earlier when I was talking about like they'll shoot if we go across that bridge for the prime minister? But this isn't the prime minister. This is the person that's responsible for the head of Islam in Selangor, the Sultan, so the king of that state. He's also responsible for the Royal Malaysian Navy. But if you can read the sign right there, it actually says we will shoot, and any trespassers will be shot again. That's kind of crazy. So if you don't die the first time, they're going to shoot you again until you're dead. They're not even going to give you the chance to lock you up after you get shot once and heal you. They're just going to kill you. All right, but that's the palace. We just walked around it. We're walking to one of the bridges over here that has a beautiful view. We'll update you in a little bit.
Okay, we made it. That was worth the walk.
Kat, have you gotten used to pointing with your thumb?
No, not really. Sometimes I'm like pointing with my fingers. Oh wait, we point with our thumbs because it's not appropriate here to put with your finger, like your pointed finger. You gotta put with your thumb. Every time you order food, directions. What do you think of the bridge?
Pretty cool bridge. It's bridging, all right?
Yeah, it's bridging. Such a cool view. Look at this.
It looks like a bullet.
It looks like what?
A bullet, like a bronze.
Oh yeah, it does. If you see right there, let me see my point. Right there.
Booked the Air Asia, now to see what the hype about this mall is.
Alright, so we are entering the biggest mall, well, the third biggest mall in the world right now. So let's explore. It looks like there's so many restaurants, bubble tea, frozen yogurt, a family mart, so many different options, a bakery and baked goods as well. So many options. We just ordered some coffee cheese. This one. Super excited to try it. This is the coffee. The white part is the cheese, the rock salt cheese. Can't wait to try it. Yo, that is so good. Let me try the rock salt cheese. Yo, that's so good.
So when we got to the mall, we didn't realize how big the mall was. It looked pretty small from the outside. There are two big towers connected to the mall, like actually on top of the mall, which is kind of interesting. But I think that those towers might actually be filled with like restaurants and stuff, which make it not appear so big because it's not like spread out like a regular mall. It's height-wise. So we got into the mall probably like 40 minutes ago, maybe an hour, but we stayed at McDonald's for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes to charge our phone. And we just realized we've been walking for the last like 25, 30 minutes.
All restaurants.
And it's all restaurants. I just realized that this whole ground floor is just restaurants. That's kind of crazy because we've passed at least 100 stores so far. And this is just one level. This has got to be the clearest TV ever. Like, this is better than my vision. Like, do you see that? Like, you missed the fire and the food from earlier. It looks so realistic. That's crazy.
On our way to go get some sushi, but look at this arcade. Isn't it so cute?
We got a lobster roll. Gotta dip in the wasabi. Look at that. It actually doesn't taste like lobster. And I try to like lick some of the sauce off or whatever. And it looks like mini shrimp. So I'm like guessing it could be crawfish or crayfish, whatever you say. There's tons of lobster rolls, even in the US, that will say lobster roll, and then you read the ingredients and it's actually crayfish. Either way, it's still good. Is gonna try her roll.
Thank you very much. Good.
That's it?
It's crunchy, savory.
What is it?
It has tempura shrimp, avocado, and fried tofu at the top.
We just had to take a break and stop at McDonald's because our phones died. Not one, not two, but all three of our phones died. So we had to stop and charge both phones. Got them up to about 20%. Now we can walk around for a little bit more and then make our way back to the train station. But I'm at McDonald's right now, like I said, and this is crazy because, like, that's their national dish, the nasi lemak ayam, and they have it in McDonald's. It's actually like $29, which is more than the sushi we just bought. It's crazy because the countries like this, the McDonald's, the Burger King, the Five Guys. Five Guys is already expensive, but Popeyes is already expensive as well. But like, I think I said the KFC already. The pizza is way more expensive than the local food. So one piece of chicken here costs about $5.90 to $6.10 RM, and we've gotten full meals for that price already. So it's way more expensive to get something here, right? $29 for a 5-piece of chicken, when you can get an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue buffet over there for $36. So just think about that. The crazy thing is that this is way more updated than like the McDonald's back at home. The ice cream machine actually works. You can order at your table, so you never need to walk up to the counter. Obviously they have those machines, but you can also order at your table and they'll bring it directly to you. And then you got a coffee station back there that has actual cappuccino and latte machines. That's so crazy to think about because all the McDonald's at home, pretty much anywhere that's not a coffee shop, when they make you coffee, it's using a machine. And here they actually have a person making the coffee as if it's an actual coffee shop.
So we just finished our whole entire day. We're about to take an Air Asia ride back to the train station to take it home. We had so much fun at the mosque. I literally just had the best frozen yogurt ever. What did you think of today?
It was good. It was definitely adventurous. We got to experience a lot. We got to see a lot. We took a lot of dope videos and posts just for our own memory.
Yeah.
Just being on the lake, on the river. I don't know why I was thinking the ocean was like right there, when the ocean is still like 30 minutes away. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we got to be able to experience that, the Putrajaya mosque. We didn't go inside. Yesterday I actually went to a lot of mosques. Yeah. And the past like 3 or 4 days actually. So there was no need for it, especially after I went to the national mosque. So we just viewed it from the outside. I think that did it justice enough. Yeah. From the lake and stuff. Almost got rained on.
We did get rained on.
Yeah, we got rained on a little bit. Good thing we had the raincoats back here. But we just visited the IOI City Mall, and I think it was actually a little underwhelming, right? For it to be the 3rd biggest mall in the world, I actually expected a lot more. Mm-hmm. It's funny because the Icon Siam mall in Thailand is actually like the 10th biggest mall in the world. But for some reason, that mall feels a lot more bigger. I would even necessarily, it might not actually be bigger, but it feels a lot more spectacular. Like there's a little food area in the middle of the mall of like the all around the different areas of Thailand, northwest, east, south, and it just feels like you're immersed in the culture. And then when you go outside, it's all this like Patek Philippe, Louis Vuitton in one side of the mall, and it's like grandeur. How do I not say that word? I don't know. But this had like some of that luxury stuff, but it was so spread out that there was no luxury section. And there was a section of, what's that word called when it's like startup companies?
Small businesses?
Not the small businesses.
Boutiques?
Not the boutiques, the store. What type of store was it that those? It's like new stores.
Up and coming.
You in the fashion? She don't know nothing right now. I don't know nothing right now. But it's like an area with all the new brands that are really starting, trying to have a flagship store. That was kind of cool, but yeah, nothing really surprised me besides the fact that they built a whole resort around this mall, right? So you got these buildings right here and the buildings there, and then they got this little map right here.
Overall, I wouldn't come back to this mall just because it didn't really wow me. But yeah, let us know in the comments if there are better malls than this. But we are about to head back home and taking the train back home.
See you guys.
Peace. Bye.